Everyone to another episode of Mac Mania, and let's hope this is not a stuff up. Let's hope this is very successful. This is episode 23 for the 20th of February 2012. I've actually got on my pad 2011. It's actually 2012 though, so no mistake there. This is the show where we talk all about Apple and give you the weekly dose of Apple news. So everything in the week, we give it to you and we discuss it as well. Joining us, we have Mark Knight, which is that way. I can't really point, but it's like it's on my left, and he's from the Mr. Mark. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, I can't really do it. Yeah, that way. There we go. He's from the Mr. Mark UK1 channel, and yeah. And also, the person who just spoke was Lee Edwards from Redhead Lee, I guess. He's not really from anywhere, we're only from the YouTube, but he's from Twitter as well, I guess. Welcome, Lee, and hasn't been on the show for a while, but great to have you on the show, Lee. We always take the opportunity to have you on the show because it's great to have you on the show. But anyway, anything we want to talk about before we move on to the Apple news? No? Okay. Alright, well, let's get into our first story. Yeah, you can talk. You'll talk about that after the question of the week. But let's get to the iPad 3 rumours. It still goes on, as we spoke about last week, but it wasn't live, so you wouldn't know. The iPad 3 could be announced in the first week of March. So that is basically next week is the first week of March, I think. No, maybe not. No, is it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm confused. Next week or the week after, I'm not actually that sure 100%. But there's been rumours about the iPad 3. What do we think? Do we think this iPad 3 will have a better camera? Do you reckon? Because rumours have been that it could be an 8 megapixel camera and more more secure casing is what it's basically saying in this article. Mark, Lee, what do we think? Better camera?
Well, I believe it will definitely have a proper better camera.
Well, it has to have, really.
All that. Also, I believe that it probably have Siri on it.
Right. What was that? What was that?
Someone howling.
Marley? Shut up. No, I don't think it was Marley. I don't know. I might have been coming from my end. But anyway. Because I live around an area where there's dogs, so no surprise it might be me.
Also, I read someone on Facebook saying, I've just got an iPad, I've just got an iPad 2.
Yep.
But I should have waited till the iPad 3 and it which comes out in a couple of weeks' time. I don't think it's going to come out in 2 weeks' time. I think it'll come out in April.
You think the iPad will come out in April?
Then don't forget there needs to be a keynote speech for it. Because they need to announce it to the media way before
exactly.
it's released.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It was a good month or two before that noise is down my end.
Oh, okay.
Barking.
Alright.
I've just found out what that is. A good month or two before the actual product was launched.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna be a while before
I reckon.
is released. The 4S only come out in October. So
Exactly.
there's only, a few months to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But we shall see. You never know.
Yeah. Well, I've been very interested to hear other people's opinions.
I've got background interruptions.
This is like the third time this has happened. And he gave me this.
The last time we bought the cat in front of the camera.
Don't even need
We'll
that.
cut that out.
The last time we put the cat in front of the camera.
Oh yeah, that's actually uploaded. You can see that in the last episode. But anyway, like I was saying, I've been interested to hear other people's opinions. And one person said that maybe this iPad will influence, so have a better camera, that will influence FaceTime. Now, FaceTime, what they think that FaceTime might become a multi thing, like iMessage, Uvu, like we're doing now, and Skype as well, except they don't have the video part. Do you reckon maybe in the future FaceTime, we're going a bit off topic here, but this is kind of to do with the iPad, but FaceTime will become multi, not just one-on-one, just like, maybe 3 people, like conferencing, because,
Probably yes.
Yeah, like, because that's what they think. They think maybe a better camera, something to do with FaceTime. What do we think on that?
Yeah, I do believe so. Yeah,
I don't necessarily know if it will come out in the iPad 3, in the next iPad, if there is a next iPad. It could be possible though. There probably is a lot of future that FaceTime could, have. It's now on the Mac. It's now on pretty much every Apple device. Could it just be that they put multi? It obviously will be video because it's FaceTime, not voice time. But it's interesting to hear. Maybe FaceTime might become multi. Or would it be in the next iPad though? Could that be why there's a better camera? Is because of that? Because if that's going to happen, they need a better camera. Well, the camera on the iPad's just crap quality. Lee, is it any good quality, the camera on the iPad? Because I've heard a lot of things about it.
Yeah, the one on the back is better than the one on the front.
Right.
Neither of them are HD quality though.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one on the back is a lot better quality than the one on the front. Don't know the exact specifications of them, but you can always check the official Apple website.
Yeah, exactly.
For that detail.
Yeah. Well, I reckon this is probably, I don't expect them, now that I think about it, I don't expect them to put in a real high quality camera, because look, it's a tablet. It's not really designed to take pictures, if you know what I mean. It's probably the front-facing camera could have a better kind of display camera, and as long as the person can see as long as you can see one another on this camera, then the camera is fine, because it's not really designed to take high quality pictures, if you know what I mean. It's not really a camera in a sense, like a photography kind of, photographers wouldn't use an iPad to take a picture. They might use the iPhone 4S because that's obviously high quality. So I don't really expect them to put in a high quality camera. Could be a better camera. Not sure. As long as they got a camera in there, because FaceTime, photo booth,
Well, I think eventually they'll put in a HD camera.
Yeah.
But at the moment, the idea obviously is to, if you're out and about, you've got your 4S to take HD pictures on, and then it will automatically sync via iCloud to the iPad, so you can view those pictures on a larger screen. So you've got, your pictures that you've taken off your phone onto the iPad screen, which is a lot bigger. So it's going to be more impressive to see them a lot bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so any thoughts on that, Mark, about the camera, FaceTime, what we've been...
Yeah. Hopefully it will happen, because a lot of people probably will use the camera for FaceTime, and especially for businesses, as you said. But I think they should do it because it'd be really good. I'll probably use it because I can only FaceTime one person at a time. So, hopefully they do bring it out like that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, I guess the next question is, will there, an iPad 3, will it be in a couple of weeks' time in the first week of March? I don't know, I'm kind of confused about that, but there has been rumours lately about, there was a rumour that came out, there was some silly rumours, and actually there was a prototype for it, about an iPod Nano that could be released soon. It had a camera on the back, so you know that little device, you know what I'm talking about, Lee, the little iPod Nano, you know that?
Yeah, those little ones.
Yeah, there was a prototype, I don't know...
These rumours, I haven't heard anything myself.
Yeah, I didn't hear it until I watched the Apple Bite. They're not specific rumours. There was just a prototype. God knows where this I don't know. Can't remember. I think it was All Things D. I think that uploaded the pictures. I haven't got the pictures on my computer right now, but it had a picture of an iPod Nano with a camera on the back of it. Don't know where they got that from. Don't know if that will be released in soon. It could be possible to have a camera on this little device, but who would want to take pictures on it, But also there has been rumours about a new Apple TV, not the big TV that has been rumoured, but an actual box Apple TV, because they've been seeing a lot of stores that have had out of stock on Apple TVs and sold out. Could that be a sign, Mark, Lee?
Well, hopefully, yes.
Yeah. I think it was that it will be able to play, I think it was full 1080p video, so they'll be releasing this to iTunes, I'm guessing, full 1080p. And I think that's all that was about the rumour of the Apple TV. But that's only just a rumour, and that's only because people have been seeing out of stock on most stores that sell the Apple TV. So I don't know if that would be a sign. So there has been go on.
Finding out interesting stuff about the Apple iTV thing. Well, over here in the UK, we've got a broadcaster called ITV, Independent Television Network.
Right.
And they're sort of a bit dubious over them Apple using the ITV brand, because obviously it's similar to our channel broadcaster over here. So, and Apple assured them a couple of years ago that they probably wouldn't be using that brand, and especially in the UK, because obviously it will cause confusion, because
right,
we're obviously used to ITV as a channel, not a digital set-up box. So that's going to be interesting to see what the battle is with that, with ITV and Apple over their ITV device.
Yeah, the big secret.
They've got some interesting stuff for prices here for America and Britain. It looks like it might have it'd be built into 42-inch flat screens, priced at around $1,500, which is £951. So I don't know what that is in Australian dollars, but so about $1,500.
Wow.
So that's quite high for a television, but but for an Apple product, that is quite cheap actually, because most good tellies are around that price now. But the awesome thing though is that it could be controlled by, it says here, the iPhone or the iPad.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Yeah.
So
there's also
That'd be good to see.
just using that as your control for your telly. Brilliant.
There was also rumours though that there was going to be like gestures, so cut the iPhone and iPod out, and it was just like gestures with your hand, like you do with the iPod, like you do with, I guess, what would be a good example? Just sit on the couch and just go like that or something, and use your actual finger, so there'd be like a sensor or something. That's what I heard. Also, I did hear the iPod and iPad and iPhone, rumor as well. Getting to your point on the ITV, is that actually just rumored at the moment, or Apple hasn't actually announced the name, has it? Or people are just guessing that?
It said, it's all theoretical,
right.
So it's speculation, really, on what it could be, with like what it can, with the iPad controls and what the small price range you would get, and that's Best Buy, which is America's largest electronic store. There's speculating on what Apple might come up with their ITV service.
Very interesting.
So it's a shame that there's nothing set in stone yet. It's a shame we haven't got proper news that we can count on for a fact.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. So there's been a lot of
It'll be
rumors.
interesting to see what happens.
You go, Mark.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with the TV as Lee was saying with ITV. But who knows what Apple will call it. Hopefully there'll be something to look forward for in the future.
Yeah, right, yeah. It's interesting.
Oh my god, right. Okay, just to cap it off with this ITV thing with the broadcaster. Says that other analysts have suggested that Apple could purchase an entire production business, which has led to speculation that the wrangle with ITV could be settled by Apple.
Like it always is.
Well, as we know, has more money than the US government, right? So
Exactly, yeah. They're rich.
They could just buy out ITV, which is actually owned. Half of it is owned by Bevtv.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting.
Very interesting, yeah.
If Apple buys out ITV channel over here, that's going to be
Yeah.
amazing, And then obviously they're going to have the rights to use the ITV name for their digital setup box.
Well, interesting news, and
watch this space.
yeah, just be interesting to see what happens with this ITV. When it'll be released is the question. Also, when it'll be announced, how it will be powered. Be interesting, and it's unfortunate that Apple is not at CES anymore, which is the Consumer Electronics Show, because that would be a great way to show off their new TV if they're gonna have one. It would be good, because that's where mainly the TVs are shown off for the year. And you know what? Thinking of that, I reckon this TV might be released next year, because that's when normally the TVs are normally announced and released. I don't know. Do we reckon that maybe? If they do release or being announced an ITV, will it be next year or this year? Do you reckon?
And where it says that there was speculation, says that it could be later this year or next year, so
right.
2030. I would assume it would probably be 2030. In my opinion, because
I do too. Yeah.
The other gadgets that they've got, and nothing has been come out as set in stone yet. So it's all just rumours flying about everywhere. But it says that Samsung and Sharp have already started producing chips for the sets, for their
right.
TV sets with the ITV thing in it. So it's probably in production, so as we speak. It's just not kept on the quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, moving on now to moving away. But does anyone else want to say anything about the ITV or any other thing we've talked about in the rumour slot? Mark? No?
No, I'm alright. I can't think of much for that.
Right. We'll move on now to a new OS. Don't know if you know about this, Lee, about, is it called Mountain Lion, Mark? I'm pretty sure it is. I forgot the name.
Yeah.
But Mountain Lion?
I'm just looking at it now. Yeah, Mountain Lion.
Yeah, Mountain Lion, a very, it looks, fantastic system. Now, Lion users will get to, try this out, and so there's a beta that's been released right now. You right there, Mark?
So yeah.
Yeah, just yelled out to someone, I don't know, yeah, but anyway, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying, hang on. Oh yeah, about Mountain Lion. Lion, that's right. So Lion uses OS X Lion, the recent OS for Mac. They will get to try the developer version of it, as well as developers and so on will get to try this new OS. So that's pretty cool. There's some very good features in here though. One of them is messages, which is iMessage, but they've quoted it as iMessage because I don't know why they couldn't have just called it iMessage, but they've quoted it as messages. So it's called messages, not iMessage. But it works with iMessage on the iPod, the iPhone, and the iPad. So now with this, you'll be able to talk on your Mac and be able to send messages from your Mac to any iOS device or between any Mac, which is pretty cool.
I thought you could do that online anyway.
Yeah, iChat was the thing. Now they're not. I think they're killing that now. They're not going to have that anymore. The iChat. That was basically the same thing. However, you could send. I think. Are you familiar with iChat, Mark? Because you have a Mac. You know I don't really familiar.
I have iChat on the Mac. Yeah.
Isn't it just? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't it just if you can only message between one Mac to another Mac, and that's all? You can't message to iOS devices. Is that right? Or
pretty much. Yeah. I'm on it now.
Right. I'm just trying to get the article up here so I can have a look at it, but. Also, Twitter integration is also on here, so I don't know what kind of apps it's going to be integrated into. I'm guessing ones like iPhoto. What else is Twitter integrated to? It's only really photos, isn't it? In the iOS device, I think it's only photos. So iPhoto would be one of them that would be integrated into, I'm guessing. Also, Game Center is also on it. There's also notes, reminders, share sheets. What's that other one? I don't know what that one is. I can't actually read it because I can't see it. It doesn't zoom in for some reason. Oh, here we go. Gatekeeper.
Notification center.
Yeah, notification center, which yeah, and also AirPlay monitoring as well, which you can hook up to your Apple TV. If you don't know what AirPlay is, you can basically hook up with your iOS devices. You can hook up an iPad wherever you're standing. You can hook it up to the Apple TV with no cords or no plugging in TV except only the Apple TV, which is pretty good. Now you can do that with the Mac, so that's pretty cool. And also iCloud as well, which I thought iCloud was already in Lion. I'm guessing not. Oh no, you have to download the program, that's right. You have to download the program, so it's now integrated into there, which is pretty cool. What do we think of this new iOS, Mark, Lee?
Yeah, well obviously I won't be able to use it. It sounds really good because I would love to use iMessage on my Mac. Because the first thing I did when I was on the Mac is when I went to App Store, look up iMessage, but you never had it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so it would be good to have, but unfortunately, I won't be getting it due to I'm only on Snow Leopard.
well, let me just say that it's not released yet. So when it is released, you probably will be able to get it because it's only a.
Yeah, it says here that Mac users will be able to upgrade to mountain light from the Mac App Store in late summer 2012.
Yeah, and that's I reckon
another 6 months or so.
Yeah, so Mark, you'll probably be able to upgrade when the actual OS is released, and I reckon this is probably going to be better than Lion. Depends. Also, I don't know the pricing, but people think around $30 because that's what Lion costed. Pretty cheap. $30 is pretty cheap. I don't know what it is in pounds. I don't know what it would be in pounds, but I know you can get Lion for $30 in Australia, around about there, which is pretty cheap, and that's from the Mac App Store, as you said, Lee. Very interesting OS. Anything else we want to say on that?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant that they're integrating it more like their mobile devices, just like with the iPad and the iPhone.
Exactly, yeah.
Because then you're getting a true global experience, whatever platform that you use, and it's just going to be so quick and simple to use, and you're going to have all the features, or most of the features, on every device.
Right.
So it's going to be very simple to sort of sync and keep everything together as if it is just one device. It's very good. Very good.
Yeah, it is, definitely. So very interesting OS, and I probably can't wait to get my hands on it if I can. I probably won't be able to unless I get a Mac.
Okay.
Someone wanting you, Mark.
No, it's alright. I'm saying something.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, we'll move on now. We need to get through the Apple news. We'll talk about white MacBook. Do you want to talk about that, Mark?
Yeah, sure. Pretty much, it's the end of the plastic all-in-one white MacBook which I have. The white MacBook was first introduced in July 2006 and was the first customer Apple network to use processors. Now MacBook will be all aluminum and emerald. Have I said that right?
Yeah.
Aluminum. You won't be getting these MacBooks anymore. You can't buy them anywhere. You probably will be able to buy some old ones somewhere. But it's the end, which is a shame because I do like these ones.
Yeah. There probably will be some stores that will probably still have some in stock, but in the end, you won't be able to get it, and the only place you could probably turn to then is probably eBay. Get a second-hand one. Does anyone know here when they stopped making the black plastic MacBook? Because they made obviously the white one. It's obviously the black one that was killed a fair while ago because they don't make obviously the black anymore. Does anyone know? No.
No.
I'm guessing not yet. But yeah, the white MacBook was like you said, Mark. I remember being in primary school. They had all. There was like 3 trolleys in like this computer room, and then it would just be wheeled around the classrooms, and it was all full of these white plastic MacBooks as you have now, Mark. And also they had 2 iMacs in the library as well. But getting just to the white MacBooks, and we used them for projects and everything, and computer use in the classroom. So these MacBooks were used a pretty fair lot when I was in primary school. Obviously now we use Windows in high school because my school has Windows. So they were pretty good computers. I did like them, and I have got my hands on. Being in primary school, I got my hands on a lot of them. And yeah, I reckon I'm going to miss them, but I guess they've got to make way now for the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro. But anyway, Mark still has one, so might be worth some money someday. Alright, I think that's it for our Apple, your weekly dose of Apple news. Anything else we want to touch on before we get to the question of the week?
Yeah, I just want to add another little thing in that this was sort of a couple of days ago. Apple has filed a patent on its slide to unlock feature on the screens against Motorola Mobility, which was using the same slide to unlock on their device as well. And well, it turns out Apple actually won. So this means that Motorola can no longer use that slide to unlock feature on their phone. And they're going to have to implement other ways of, unlocking the devices. But they assured the media that it would have no effects on future sales by changing that small little feature.
Come
What are
on.
you doing?
Hang on, look, this is my Motorola phone, right? Is this what they're accusing them of doing? This actual lock screen, or is it another one?
So what happens with that one then? How do you unlock that?
You just slide, hang on. You just slide this and it unlocks. So, just similar.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing in question.
Now, to me,
that slide to unlock feature, Apple are saying that it's too similar.
Now,
and,
no,
they've
no.
got a patent against it.
that can't, yeah, I actually don't believe that. I don't think it's the same at all. Let's have a look at both devices on at the same. Look at this. Come on, you can't tell me that's the same. God, that one's like up more, and it has like a slide silent button. Jeez, Apple was really
Yeah, but
strict.
the point is that you're going from one side of the screen to the other.
Oh,
with your
yeah, I
finger.
guess.
So
Yeah.
just that motion of that is
But-
the same thing.
Hang on.
So
But hang on, in this one though, in the iPod
Yeah.
Touch, in the iPhone, you slide, it's like in like a little rectangle. It's not in like the whole screen, it's just like in the rectangle. This one, it is. So,
yeah. But
So anyway.
well, Apple have filed the patent and they've actually won.
so do you know,
no more Motorola devices will have that sliding feature.
so I won't,
But the interesting thing though is Motorola is actually being acquired by Google at the moment.
yeah,
Which
I heard about that.
obviously is the creator of Android as
Yeah.
well. So if Google does acquire Motorola, it's going to make probably a little war
Yeah.
going on between Google and Apple, which there probably is anyway, but I think it's going to make the situation a little bit more worse.
Mo-
Massive rivals.
yeah, Motorola phones
Because if
now,
Google buys out everything all the time,
yeah,
then,
exactly.
they're
Yeah.
going to own everything. But then,
Successful day in the books. So treat yourself to a fresh batch of axe chicory from the brand
What's that?
Something New York High Rise.
what's this?
Oh, that's the stuff. Get $9 a bottle, one for the free cups.
I know I've got a notification on Facebook,
Christ,
but
what happened there? Massive
Well, me.
advert comes up.
that would be the ad
Massive advert comes up.
on YouTube. But
What happened to Rob?
just saying,
Anyway, so we'll cut that bit out.
That happened to Rob as well.
just saying,
He just laughing at himself.
just saying, on this, do you reckon Motorola now will, like the Motorola phones, will they get an update or something to fix, so to get rid of the lock screen, or would these phones just stay the same and have this lock screen?
Doesn't say anything about any.
I don't know.
updates, but it just says they're implementing new designs for the feature. So
Right.
you could see an update for your phone, because all it is just the software in it doing that.
Yeah.
So,
There probably will be an update.
yeah,
Well,
it could be an update for existing
I
phones,
hope-
and then you won't see it on future releases. But yeah, Apple and their patents, well, it's an ongoing thing, isn't it? Apple wants to keep everything
Exactly.
for themselves, which
they're greedy.
is quite right, really, because they were the first ones to come up with it.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
no, I'm on Apple's side there. It's, you know, if
Yeah.
they're the first ones to use it, then it's theirs, really. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
everyone seems to copy
Apple. Yeah.
that Apple all the time.
Yeah.
It's like Apple sets the standard, and everyone copies. So hopefully, if Google does acquire Motorola, then there'll be more
Yeah.
influence.
More good run lock screens. Yeah. See.
The products, and hopefully they can come up with their own ideas and completely separate the way all Google products
Yeah.
or Motorola products look against an Apple product, you know, because they are very similar at the moment, just like with that lock screen. So
Yeah. See, I think it might have been the ice cream sandwich update. I haven't got it yet. Don't know if I'll be getting an ice cream sandwich on this because we haven't actually got it. But I think it was on this, or it might have been on a phone, that you can basically you unlock your phone. You've probably seen ads for this. Is you unlock your phone with your face. So basically, it sees a photo of you, identifies you. So obviously you have to take a photo, and then it will identify you as the owner, and then it'll unlock your phone, and that's a very good creation. So there's a lot of
That's good,
yeah, that's very powerful.
there's a lot of companies that are making their own lock screens. There's the one where there's the dots, you know, that the dots that you can go, you know, like do a combination. You know, there's that one. There's many other lock screens. So, you know, now Motorola, you know, with Google might change a few things. Maybe put, you know, they're, you know. So anyway, good point there. And you know, once a company makes something, they've got the right. It's theirs. It's theirs for good. Companies can't take it. Otherwise, they're just going to get in real strife. So anyway, you know, Apple will always win. I just see Apple will always win battles like this. They will always win. Anyway, all right, okay. Moving off the Apple news of the week to the question of the week, proudly supported by.
Appception.
Sorry.
Appception.
Yeah, we'll do that after the question of the week. Well, I just hit something then. I had my 2 glue sticks sitting on my desk, and I accidentally knocked them off. Hang on, let's put them back.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll do the question of the week, then we'll go on to your pens, Mark. So my question, it's my turn to do the question of the week this week. This is an interesting one. Should Microsoft put Microsoft Office on the iPad?
Should what, sorry?
Should Microsoft put Microsoft Office on the iPad?
I think it already is on the iPad.
No, it's not. Hang on, I'll correct that. There is a thing on. Actually, you go. Hang on, you go, Lee.
Well, there is. You can put Office on the Mac, can't you?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but Apple has their own Office equivalent,
Obviously,
such
yeah.
as
Yeah.
Notes, Pages.
Yeah, Pages, numbers, and Keynote.
Yeah, Keynote, which is basically Excel, Word, and PowerPoint.
And now it's all on the iPad and the iPhone and the iPod now, so you can get them. They're about $10, so you can get them on the iOS devices. But go on.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
branded stuff is going to work the best and have the most features in to do with that device. You know, implementation with other apps on that device. You could probably use with Pages, Keynote, and Numbers, whereas the Office probably would have less. Less features with it in regarding to linking it with what else is on the device, because it might be that, I don't know because I haven't got them, but it might be that the Apple version of Office could link with iPhoto, so if you had photos on there you could transfer them to
exactly.
that app. Whereas if you had Office, you might not be able to do that,
Yeah.
So, but you do get Office on the Mac, so...
Yeah, exactly.
If you really wanted Office, then you would, and you had a Mac, then you just get it on there. You wouldn't need to worry about on your mobile device.
Now, just, Mark pointed out that isn't it always already on there. Now, there is a thing which I've been able to get up on my browser. Let me just change the camera source to ManyCam so you guys can see. So I'll just change it now. Just give me a minute. You should see my ManyCam camera right now. So yeah, there we go. Just see how it works. Let me just. Okay, so this here is called On Live Desktop. Now, don't know how they've been able to get away with this. But basically, this is basically an app, I think, that gives you basically a desktop with basically like a Windows kind of 7 kind of like a computer kind of thing, which only has Microsoft Office on it. So it only has PowerPoint, PowerPoint, Word, and Excel on it. And you can basically get this for free on your iPad, and basically it comes with 2 GB cloud storage free, full featured document viewing and editing, instant access, media rich Windows 7 cloud desktop, and coming soon to Android, PC, Mac, monitors and TVs. And this is an app in the App Store, and this is what I'm going to put on my iPad when I get it. When I get my iPod, I'm actually going to try this out and see how it is. How it works. This is basically the freedom of Excel. I think it's 2010, so the recent one, on your iPad, and it basically works for free. Obviously only 2 GB of storage, so that limits it a little bit. But what do we think of that? It's an app.
Can you say that's for free?
Well, I think so. I'm pretty sure. I saw a review on it, and I'm pretty sure it is free. Yes. Don't know how it's free. I don't know if even Microsoft offers, Microsoft itself know about this. But yeah.
Well, if that gets launched and it's free, that's got to be worth checking out.
Yeah,
sure,
yes.
It's one of those. Why not?
It's called On Live, and it's in the App Store. I'm pretty sure. So if it's only available for iPad, by the way. So if you go to the iPad App Store, you can type in On Live Desktop. I think it's you download it. I'm pretty sure it's free. I'm pretty sure it's free. Hang on, let's just check out the video for this.
When's it launching?
It's on the App Store now. It's been launched it's been out for quite a while now. Let's just
Really?
Yeah. You have to go check it out. Let's have a look at the
he's got the iPad. He's have a look.
Yeah, I'll have a look at this when I get my iPad. But let's have a look at this video.
I feel left out. I want an iPad now.
I only get it for the year.
What if you could have the power of PC always at your fingertips? Edit Microsoft Office documents, access your files securely,
On Live Desktop.
even create PowerPoint
Or actually just type in On Live, see if you find it.
OnLive Desktop, you can. OnLive Desktop is a simple app that turns your iPad into a powerful cloud-based PC with full-featured PC applications that you use the most. With the free OnLive Desktop, you can store and access documents securely. You get the full functionality of Microsoft Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. You can open multiple documents at once and copy and paste between them just as if you were working on a Windows desktop. You can deliver PowerPoint presentations directly from your iPad or drive an external monitor. Navigate via touch with instant response. Animations and videos play smoothly as if you were on your own office PC. Open, create, or review documents using swipe, drag and drop, pinch and zoom. Make edits using touch, an on-screen keyboard, or even handwriting recognition.
And so, see, you can use
Desktop, you can work on whatever you want.
What Mark's about to show you after the question of the week is the styluses. You can use that for this app and use it big functionality. So it's a very good app. Actually, I haven't tried it, but I am definitely going to try it when I get the iPad next Monday. I'll definitely download it and see how it is. That's probably the first thing I download. And obviously, they say it's a full functionality. You know, have you had any luck finding it, Lee?
No.
Oh, so
Can't find anything on sites. Online Office.
Online desktop.
Yeah, tried that.
Oh, okay. You have to hang on.
Nothing coming up.
I don't. I have to see what. Yeah.
There's nothing.
Let's just go to the. Hang on, it's just connecting to the iTunes store. I'll just go to the web page here. Obviously, it's going to be a problem for me. I don't have the.
What's going on there?
I'm just saying. Well, I don't know.
What's it called?
I actually don't know what it is. I'll have a look for you, and I'll get back to you on that one and see if I can find it. Just if you maybe go to desktop.
What's this thing called?
Hang on. Just go to if you go to desktop.online.com, it will give you a link that you can go and access the iTunes on your computer, and it will send you to iTunes. You might have to go to the actual web page. It might not be in the search. They might be keeping it secret, maybe. But anyway, I'll try and get it. Anyway, Mark, your styluses. Let's move on from the question of the week. Your styluses. Do you want to take it away?
Quick go. Well, what is this thing called? I'm trying to look in the App Store.
Online desktop.
In my App Store.
I said I don't think it's in the App Store. I think you have to. I think it's in the App Store, but I think you have to get it through the web page. Just don't worry about it, Mark, because it's only for iPad. So.
No, I want to see what's for the MacBook.
Right. It's not on the MacBook.
These things here, you might wonder what they were. These are the special pens for your iPod, and I got 2 of the 90p off eBay, which is amazing. There's about £1 for delivery, and I've got an app open, and to prove how good it works, I'm going to show you. So let's go to this app.
Nice.
And if you don't tap it, it clears it. These are really good, and it even works on the trackpad, and I fully recommend them. As I said, if you do get that app we were talking about before, these work perfect with it. They also work perfectly like drawing and doodling on your iPod or iPad. So I fully recommend getting them.
It'd be good for an iPad because it's a bigger screen.
Yeah, so very good. Very handy for people that like to do painting and stuff on the iPad. Probably on the iPod as well. I'd probably say that as well. But it is, a pretty good thing to have. And if you don't want to use your finger, you want to do professional painting and stuff on the iPad, or maybe even the iPhone or the iPod if there's the room, it's good for that. So how much did they cost, Mark?
Also, it's got a squashy thing at the end. It's got a squashy thing at the end for your like a finger or something for the screen.
Nice.
Even got a little hooky there, so you can put it on your shirt.
Nice.
Nice.
What else are we doing app of the week?
Yes, the app of the week, the app section as it's called now. Now I've actually got it. I've actually been able to get it up in the. Going back to the OnLive app. It's a free download, I think. No, hang on. Oh wait, I'm trying to find. I've actually got up the iTunes page. It actually is called OnLive Desktop. No space. Have you typed that in, Lee? OnLive space desktop.
Yeah, I got went to the website.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Just saw that.
I might have to give you this link after the show. I'll give you it, and you can try it out. It basically this link will go through to the iTunes page. But anyway, we'll go into the app section. Mark, do you want to start off with the Mac app of the week, and then we'll go into the app of the week. Just say your Mac app of the week for now.
Yes, my app of the week is iMovie. Obviously, it's really pre-installed app. iMovie is it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, my Mac just said it's iMovie. It's edited stuff, which is really good. Piece of software. Well, you can't get it on any other software, but iMovie is the one.
Nice. And you can also get it on the iPod and the iPhone.
I'm thinking of getting iMovie for the iPad.
Yeah. I reckon it.
But I'm not sure.
I've got it on the iPod. It's pretty good on the iPod, but it would be even better on the iPad because you got that space. You know what I mean? It's more designed for the iPad, like other than the Mac. It's more designed in the iPad as well. Better than the iPod and the iPhone. So I'll probably put it on my. I don't know if I have to pay for it again. I'm not sure. I don't think I do have to pay for it again. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. But anyway. It's good on the iPod. I liked it, and I like it, and it's pretty good. And I did Mark's 100th video on it. So yes, it's pretty good to me. That's only on the iPod though. I reckon it'd be even better on the iPad. Anyway, Lee, do you want to go for your app of the week for this week?
Yeah, well, it's kind of a shared app between all Apple devices. Like I say, it's an app which I think should have been standard, really, because I thought it actually was, until after a couple of months of syncing with the computer and realising that the photos weren't syncing, and I thought this is strange. So over the last week or so, I found an app, and it's called just simply Transfer. So it's the one that's right there.
Right.
Right there. So just go into it, and what that is the photo transfer app. And what you can do, you can transfer your photos from. That's not. Hopefully that will focus. Transfer all your photos and video from whatever device that you've got, what it's on, to your Mac, your iPad, your iPhone. You can transfer it to any device, and you can transfer to and from. Right, so that's there on there.
Pretty good.
I originally got it.
Is that free?
I originally got it on the iPad, so here it is on the iPad.
Jesus.
So you can just say send, and you've got an option of a Mac.
So you can do this on the computer as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Or on iPad.
And is this
So,
just...
yeah, it's good. It's brilliant. And what it does, it uses your Wi-Fi network.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
there's no connection with leads or anything like that. You don't have to use iTunes at all.
Right.
So, what you do is you basically see if I can do a little demonstration here. You I've selected PC there, right?
Yeah.
And what you do is it gives you a little web address, but it's full of like numbers because what it's doing is connecting to your router. Right, so you type that into your internet browser, right, and you go to a page where it has photos, like this transfer photos page, right, and it's all secure. It's on your Wi-Fi network, so yeah, you don't have to worry about all security, and that's all fine. And then you just select what photos you want to send from whichever device you've got on here, and then it will appear on the opposite device, and then it'll appear on the web page first of all, and then on the device, whatever you're sending it to, and then you just say transfer, and it will transfer. It can transfer up to
That's pretty
I
nice.
think about 100 photos.
Jeez, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And
yeah, but it does one video at a time. So if you've got, it's a bit bad if you've got a video which is a couple of minutes long, or a couple of videos that are a couple of minutes long, because you're going to have to do them one at a time individually.
right, yeah,
But if they're only sort of 20 seconds long,
okay,
you know, if you've got a movie outside, walking along or something, and only 20 seconds long, it's going to be done quick, so you can do them quite quickly. But I just think, what's a brilliant app, which I thought, why hasn't Apple done this? Why isn't it
well, yeah,
an Apple
and I,
app? You know, why isn't it standard? You know?
And what is this app called?
And it's just called the photo transfer.
that actually is pretty good, because I like to take, not pictures,
It has got a price on it. It's $2.99.
That's pretty good.
I think. So you know, it's not really cheap, but
it's worth
you know,
it.
it's cheap enough to buy. But I think it's highly recommended because you know I've got a lot of photos on the iPad and now even with the iPhone
Yeah,
and video as well. So and it's really good. I can transfer them now to my Windows-based PC. So it's not just a Mac you can do it to. So and what it does, it puts it into a zipped folder.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, and then you have to extract it and
But
stuff.
that's
Yeah,
easy enough, unzipped, and you can get them out with ease. You know, it's simple. And the movies just go into sort of the QuickTime format. So yeah, it's a great app.
well,
Worth getting.
it's definitely an app that I'll probably be checking out, because I tend to get, well, it's not really going to be good for me, because you mentioned something about video, look, I do sometimes record video on my iPod for things like YouTube and stuff. I won't be anymore because I've obviously got the camera now, well, most of the time I won't, but if I want to get, you know, photos I take on my iPod, that is really good to be able to transfer them definitely to a Windows computer, and even better now that I'm getting an iPad. If I want to take, you know, pictures of, or some, you know, pictures of with my iPad, I can send them over to, you know, my computer. So
It's obviously you can do the videos, just obviously you you'd have to do them one at a time.
Yeah.
And it might take a while because it's going over your Wi-Fi network. But
does it depend?
The photos do very, very quickly.
Does the video depend on your?
I've got loads of photos now on the computer.
Right.
You know, I can do what I want with them now. So.
Does it depend? Does it depend on your with the videos? Does it depend on your Wi-Fi connection, or is it just out of the box?
I would imagine that it might have something to do with your upload speed.
Right. Yeah.
Possibly, but it doesn't really take videos where they're about sort of interruption number 2. I've had videos where they're probably about sort of 3 minutes long.
Right.
And I think they took around sort of about the same amount of time, if not probably double the amount of time to transfer to the PC. So you're waiting a little while, and it's not ages and ages. You know, you're not waiting hours or something. You know, it's just a few minutes. Yeah. Whereas compared to the photos will be a couple of seconds. You know?
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's very quick and very, very easy to do. It's a little bit daunting, first of all, possibly if you transfer into the PC because you've got to type in that the web address to connect for the boost and that. But yeah, once you get the hang of it, it's great. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's good. It sounds like a very good app, and I'll definitely be checking it out. So, very good app, Lee, and that is $2.99 as he mentioned, so $3. Not cheap, but worth getting. So go check it out if you're interested. Now time for Mark's app of the week, and Mark, what have you got for your app of the week this week?
I haven't got one ready.
Do you want me to do mine then? While you're getting yours ready?
Yeah, because I did the app, I did the thingy with you, didn't I? I did the
cut the rope last week.
Thingy.
Sorry?
Yeah, the Mac app.
Yeah, but you do the app of the app. You do the app of the week as well.
Alright.
Remember?
Gold.
Okay.
Yeah. Gold then.
What's that about?
Well, it's Gold Radio.
Right. What is that?
And I get to listen to the Gold Radio. It's a radio station I get to listen to.
Yeah.
Online, and I really like it. It's really good. It's really fun as well.
Yeah. You know what? Talking about radio. Sorry?
Yeah, anyway, carry on.
Okay, well, you done with the app of the week, or?
Yep.
Well, you know what? Speaking of radio, I've decided to just change my app really quickly because, you know what, I've mentioned this, well, it was a while ago now. My old YouTube channel, my actual old one, Bevtv, if you remember. Lee would definitely not remember, and I don't know if you'd remember, Mark. You probably would just a little bit. You probably don't even remember the video. I think I did a video on this, or I'm not sure. No, I'm actually not sure if I did a video on this, but I've had this app for quite a while now, and it's called Home Radio. Now, I still love listening to the radio. I have a weekly show which is not on at the moment because the footy season hasn't started yet. It's called the Local Football Show. I like to listen to it on the tote. However, when I listen to it on a regular radio, it's hard to get signal. On this home radio, it's actually got that radio station with a ton of other radio stations on it as well. It's got all my local radio stations. It's got all my, it's got all the radio. Well, it's got all, basically, it's got all radio stations from Australia, Brazil, Canada, Greece, Israel, Italy, Netherlands, Taiwan, and Thailand. So it's got a heap of radio stations, also adding Shoutcast and Icecast as well. This is what the app interface looks like. It has a ton of radio stations, and it picks up good signal as well. It goes over Wi-Fi, and it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I love this app, and there's also a home radio app as well for Australia. It's but this one's the world one, home radio. I think it cost me about, I can't remember how much it cost me, but because I got it ages ago. But it is a really good app. Go check it out. Home Radio, it's called. Type it in the App Store. It's a brilliant app if you love radio. And now that everything's going digital, you can do it right here on the iPods, on your iOS device. So get it. Trust me. If you like radio, in the countries, by the way, I don't think it does UK or anything, but if you like listening to Shoutcast, radio stations that are on Shoutcast or Icecast, so for example, Surf Heaven is ran by the Shoutcast, I can listen to Surf Heaven on there, for example, and talking about, or no, I'll do that at the end. But it's a good app. Go download it now if you like to listen to, you know, radio stations from Shoutcast, Icecast, you know, Australia, all of them. Go check it out. It's at the App Store now. I don't know how much it costs, but go see it for yourself. I think I know it's cheap. It's not very cheap, but it's probably around the same price as photo transfer. So go check it out now. Very well worth getting app. So that's my app of the week for this week. Hey Mark, your app of the week.
Nice. Pretty good.
I've said my app of the week.
Oh, that's right. That's right, you said your app of the week, the radio, and that's how I got the radio app. Alright, okay, well anyway, we better wrap up the show. We've been going for about an hour and 30 minutes now, so long recording to upload to YouTube, but I don't mind. That's what the show's all about, is discussing...
Well, we've got some bits to cut out.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I'll cut them out, they're not that big, but I'll see anyway. At least I didn't swear. If I swore, then that's cut out, but anyway.
Well, if it makes the whole thing shorter, then that's good.
Yeah. Anyway, we better wrap up. Lee, do you want to go first with where people can find you on the net?
Well, just the two, as usual. It's follow me on Twitter. You've got Redhead Lee, and YouTube, 87 Redhead. So yeah.
Nice.
Check those videos out. More coming soon.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. Okay, Mark, your links, where people can find you on the net.
My links are, well, let's start with the free YouTube channels. It's Mr. Mark UK1, Mr. Mark UK1 Vlogs, and Mr. Mark UK1 Take 2.
Nice.
Take 2 is outtakes and behind the scenes.
Right.
The two Twitter accounts is Mark94UK and Singuru Mark. The Facebook page is Mr. Mark, facebook.com/Mr. Mark UK1. And now moving on to the website. I officially got a new website again because the last one with the URL got stolen by some busy people. I don't know who they are. Anyway, it's Mr. Mark, www.mrmarkuk1.webs.com.
Okay.
I think that's it. Oh yeah.
Nice.
And there's a new video on my YouTube channel with my new show,
Yeah.
Mark's Gaming Show, the first gaming show. Sims busting out.
Nice. Can I just ask, well anyway, just ask, why have you got two Twitter accounts?
For me,
Yeah.
I don't know. Mark.
Just like making Twitter accounts, do you?
Pretty much. I've got another one. I've got Mark on UK2 as well, but I've never used it.
What have you got again? What is that one?
I've got another account. I think it's Mark on UK2. I can't remember.
Have you got another one have you got another one that is called Chimp Boy or Chimp whatever it is? Remember that YouTube channel?
Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me about that name. I don't know why I chose that name.
Oh well, anyway, that's a classic. Oh anyway, find me on Twitter at Bevtv5. You can also find you can find me on Tumblr and Google Plus, but I don't really use them. Twitter's the main one at Bevtv5. Also, Bevtv, YouTube.com/Bevtv main channel, Facebook.com/Bevtv1, sorry, Bevtv, just Bevtv, and also twitter.com/BevTV1 is where you can find the Bevtv Twitter as well. And I think that's about all. I think with the Bevtv links, there's nothing else I can think of. Mac Mania. Let's go through the Mac Mania links. It's macmania71.weebly.com is the website where you can vote on this week's question of the week. If you think Microsoft should release a Microsoft Office for the iPad, then please put in your opinions. I will change that tomorrow, or maybe even tonight if I get time, before I go to bed, ready for school tomorrow. Email us if you want questions. We will answer them on a thing that we're going to do called Question and Answers, which we're going to do. We haven't told you about this, Lee, but we're planning on doing a question and answers show where we basically answer questions, maybe pretty much about ourselves, but also about Apple as well and our opinions. So you can email them macmania71@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, MacMania71, and also Facebook.com/MacMania71. Thanks very much, Lee, for being on. We know that you don't always get the chance, but when you do, it's great to have you on. Thank you very much, Mark, once again. And also...
will you be on next week?
Sorry?
Yeah, hopefully.
Lee, will you be on next week?
Yeah, hopefully.
Right, yeah, and, right. So, signing off, I'm Jacob Bevis. Alright, well, signing off, I'm Jacob Bevis, and I'll be seeing everyone in about 2 weeks' time on this show, because next week I'll be at an information evening regarding an iOS device, so I'll be able to show you that on the next Mac Mania episode, or even, hang on, I have to talk about that to Mark about that. So from Lee, Mark, myself, hope you have a good week, and we'll be back next week with all the weekly dose of Apple news. And also to mention, I didn't have any stuff-ups with my computer. This is the first ever episode I've had no stuff-ups. Goodbye.
Alright. I'm sorry, like, his computer just blows up right now.